Namaste. In the last episode of Milestones, I presented to you Om Prakash Valmiki's 25 Chauka 150. Today, I bring to you Rajendra Singh Bedi's Lajwanti. Rajendra Singh Bedi was an Urdu writer, novelist, and playwright. He also directed Hindi films like Dastak and Phagun. And as a screenwriter, he is best known for his films like Abhiman, Anupama, Satyakam, and Madhumati. He received his Sahitya Academy Award for his Urdu novel Ek Chadar Maili Se. Most of his literary works center around partition. Hat Laiyan Kumblani Lajwanti De Boote. They are like delicate leaves. Touch them and they will wither away. This is the underlying theme of Lajwanti. The core of human values rest on family bond and kinship. And out of these arise civilization and culture. Only Rajendra Singh Bedi can take a subject as serious as partition and convert it into a lively conversation with his audience about love. Virah or separation is celebrated as one of the most important emotions in Indian poetics. In Lajwanti, Sundarlal is separated from his love, and this transforms him completely as a man. During the partition, large-scale displacement of people had taken place, with many cases of theft, violence, and abductions. Lajwanti is one such story of a woman who was separated from her husband when she was abducted. Some institutions took it upon themselves to return these women to their rightful families. One Miss Sarabai would bring back the abducted women from across the border in army trucks and in exchange would send back the women who were left behind. These women stood waiting with tears flowing down their eyes to see their husbands, fathers, and brothers come forward and accept them. But in many cases, these husbands, fathers, and brothers refused to take them back. Why did she not kill herself before allowing herself and her family to be subjugated to this shame? They thought. Why did she not eat poison or jump in the well like any respectable woman would have done? An awareness drive was conducted on a regular basis to help rehabilitate these women. Sundarlal of Mohalla Mulla Shakur was an active participant of one such drive whose motto was Dil Mein Basao. His own life had gone topsy-turvy because his young and pretty wife Lajwanti was abducted. And it pained him every time he heard the song Hat Laiyan Kumblani Lajwanti De Boote. He often wondered where she would be, in what condition. Will she ever come back? Does she even remember me or miss me? Sundarlal missed his wife. He was an abusive husband and he would beat her black and blue. But he knew that she'll be fine in a few minutes. And she would also come and cling to him and say, "Next time if you beat me, I will not speak to you." She was used to him and his ways. But now she was gone and he found no peace. And the thought of her mistreatment at the hands of her abductors tormented him. In one gathering, there was a discourse going on Ramayana, and Narayan Baba was explaining Ram Rajya and the banishment of Sita from the kingdom on a sarcastic comment of a dhobe. Sundarlal openly defies this kind of a Ram Rajya and accuses everyone of throwing the innocent Sitas out of their house for no fault of their own. One day, Lal Chand, a man from the village, comes running to Sundarlal and tells him that he has seen Lajwanti at the Wagah border. Sundarlal does not believe him, but he describes the tattoo on Lajwanti's chin, cheek, and forehead. Sundarlal jumps up. Lal Chand then describes how he happened to see her. लालचंद ने अपनी बात जारी रखते हुए कहा, वाघा पर 16 औरतें पाकिस्तान ने दे दी और उसके एवज में 16 औरतें ले ली। लेकिन एक झगड़ा खड़ा हो गया। हमारे वॉलंटियर एतराज कर रहे थे कि तुमने जो औरतें दी उनमें अधेड़, बूढ़ी और बेकार औरतें ज्यादा हैं। इस तनाचे पर लोग जमा हो गए। उस वक्त उधर के वॉलंटियरों ने लाजो भाभी को दिखाते हुए कहा, तुम इसे बूढ़ी कहते हो? देखो, जितनी तुमने दी उनमें से एक भी औरत बराबरी कर सकती है इसकी। और वहां लाजो भाभी सबकी नजरों के सामने अपने तंदोले छुपा रही थी। It angered him that his sweet Lajo was displayed in such a barbarous fashion in front of the whole world with no concern for her dignity. Sundarlal decides to go to the border. But someone comes with the news that Lajo had returned to the village. Suddenly, the thought of seeing her after so long made him nervous. What should he do? How should he behave? His Lajo was back. He'll be seeing her after so many days. Lajo too was trembling with fear. She knew her husband well. He had often mistreated her. And now that she has stayed with another man for so long, will he accept her? Slowly, he proceeds to meet her. It was a strange experience seeing her stand in front of him. She was wearing a Muslim dupatta wrapped around her face in a Muslim style. For a moment, he was taken aback. सुंदरलाल को धक्का सा लगा। उसने देखा लाजवंती का रंग कुछ निखर गया था और वो पहले के बनिस्बत कुछ तंदुरुस्त सी नजर आती थी। नहीं, वो मोटी हो गई थी। सुंदरलाल ने जो कुछ लाजो के बारे में सोच रखा था वो सब गलत था। वो समझता था गम में घुल जाने के बाद लाजवंती बिल्कुल मरियल सी हो चुकी होगी और आवाज उसके मुंह से निकाले न निकलती होगी। इस ख्याल से कि वह पाकिस्तान में बड़ी खुश रही है, उसे बड़ा सदमा हुआ। He was quiet. He thought that if she was so happy, why did she come back? Was she pressurized to return? He regains his composure and decides to tackle this as an enlightened man. He goes forward and takes Lajwanti home. But he continues his rehabilitation work, this time earning the respect of his fellow men for being true to his word. Sundarlal placed Lajo on a pedestal in his heart and idolized her. He even stopped calling her by her name Lajo. Rather, he would address her as Devi. For some time, Lajo was blissfully happy with this treatment. Many a time she tried to tell him about his past life, what she had endured. She wanted to cry away her sorrows on his shoulders. But he was not interested, and he even asked her to forget the past. Every time she tried to speak about it, he quietened her. The only thing he wanted to know was if he had treated her well, to which she said yes. Did he beat you? He said no, but I was terrified of him. You would beat me, but I was never terrified of you. Sundarlal says, I will not hit you anymore. For me, you are a Devi. लाजवंती की मन के मन में ही रह गई। वो कह न सकी सारी बात और चुपकी दुबकी पड़ी रही और अपने बदन की तरफ देखती रही, जो कि बंटवारे के बाद अब देवी का बदन हो चुका था, लाजवंती का ना था। सुंदरलाल ने उसे महसूस करा दिया था जैसे वह लाजवंती कांच की कोई चीज है जो छूते ही टूट जाएगी, और लाजो आईने में अपने सरापे की तरफ देखती और आखिर इस नतीजे पर पहुंचती कि वो और सब तो कुछ हो सकती है पर लाजो नहीं हो सकती। वो बस गई पर उजड़ गई। This is Rajendra Singh Bedi's Lajwanti. Read it to enjoy it more. In the next episode, I shall bring to you Malbe Ka Malik by Mohan Rakesh. Till then, see you.